I got to say, guys, Treyarch is definitely stepping up their DLC game. If they plan to come out with future DLC like this, then we're going to have a good DLC lineup for Black Ops 2. But first things first, what is good, all my gamers out there? It's that X Murder and Beast, that AM Beaster. Today, he's bringing you guys some Black Ops 2 kill confirmed. Now, I am using the PDW with the suppressor and the laser sight. This seems to be a very popular gun amongst the SMG category. Everybody likes using this weapon. It's pretty much like the Kim Kardashian SMGs, and I think it's fitting saying that because I do have a black suppressor on it, and we all know what she likes. Oh yeah, that was kind of a fail, but anyways, guys, this is on the map right now. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I do get a handful of deaths, but I do get a lot of kills as well. I mean, more deaths than I would have liked, but no, that's just that A and B bad luck. Sometimes death, I'm just attracted to death, I guess, or death's attracted to me, I should say. I'm like a magnet to death. But yeah, I say either way, I still do get a lot of kills. So hopefully you guys do enjoy this video. But anyway, this is not about this. This is actually about the Revolution DLC. Now I did do a video about this before, but nothing was really confirmed. All it was pretty much a poster. But now we got more confirmed stuff. So if you want to figure out the information and watch a trailer of the DLC, then do go check out the description. I will have the link posted there. But anyways, guys, first thing I want to talk about the DLC. The two things that interest me anyway is the weapon that I talked about before, and a new game mode that we knew nothing about. Now this new game mode is going to be a zombie game mode, and it's called Turn. Now, for the first time, zombie players are actually going to be able to play as the zombie. That's right, guys. Going to be able to smack people around, because for some reason, zombies don't eat people on Black Ops, they just smack them. But anyways, they're actually going to be able to play as a zombie, while there's going to be one lone human player, and he's pretty much going to keep killing off zombies until he gets killed by a zombie player. Now, what happens then is, whoever killed that human player is actually going to turn to a human himself, and he's going to have to fight off the zombies until he gets killed. So this seems like a pretty interesting game mode. I'm not too big on zombies myself, I won't lie, but it does sound interesting to me. Now, one thing that's pretty cool about this is that they're actually focusing more on the zombie community, because trust me guys, some of you people may not know, but zombies has a huge freaking following, like a huge following. I know there's comments, I see some comments, I should say, actually, on YouTube videos where there's people saying that they only play Black Ops 1 and 2 just for the zombies. So, you know, that's pretty crazy right there, but they only just play zombies, and I think it's pretty cool that Treyarch is actually focusing on them. Now, I'm sure that you guys already know about the multiplayer maps by now. We are getting 4 multiplayer maps with a zombies map, so that's 5 maps in total for the DLC. But one thing I want to talk about that's really interesting is actually the weapon DLC. You know, that's what everybody wants to know about, what's going on with the Peacekeeper SMG. Now, it was some speculation that the Peacekeeper was only going to be available on zombies, but it turns out it is a multiplayer game. So this is the first time in Call of Duty that this has happened, and we have gotten a weapon DLC. Now, one interesting thing about this weapon is that it's going to be a hybrid between the SMG and an assault rifle. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, but the gun is sounding pretty epic and it's sounding strong. But at the same time, that may somewhat be a little bit of a bad thing, because I mean, it's sounding epic. It sounds epic to the point where it wouldn't be a weak weapon, which may be a problem because, of course, we don't need no overpowered weapons. That's one big thing. And the second thing, it's only going to be available to DLC players, you know, people that bought the DLC. So people will start bitching, moaning, crying, all sorts of stuff, like they have a damn dick in their ear if they keep getting killed with the DLC weapon, you know, because they're going to feel like that it's not fair that they're getting killed by an overpowered weapon that they don't have. And I will agree. I mean, of course, nobody's not telling you that you can't buy the DLC, but I understand that sometimes, you know, times are hard. I mean, not even sometimes. That's a fact. Times is hard for a lot of people right now. So I know not everybody's going to be able to buy the DLC right for the jump. So hopefully this thing is not too overpowered to the point where, you know, it just turns people off in the game, because weapon DLC is a tricky thing. Now I'm thinking that's probably why Call of Duty or Activision, Treyarch, whoever, have been staying away from this because it is a pretty tricky thing to do because you have to make sure the weapon comes out right. You gotta make sure that the weapon is not too weak to the point where it's not gonna even matter in the game, because that's one of their drawing points. That's one of the things that's gonna draw you in to buy the DLC. You see a weapon, you're like, oh yeah, hell yeah, I want a new weapon. So you're gonna have more motivation to actually buy the DLC this time around. So that's their drawing point, but at the same time, it just can't be something that's too destructive. I mean, it can't just completely go hard in the paint and just destroying everybody like the Black Ops 1 FAMAS, where it first was before the patch. So, no, not even the FAMAS, but the AK-74U, it can't be like that now. We all knew what that was like, but, it has to find that middle ground somewhere. So, that's it with the gun, guys. But anyways, one thing I gotta say before this video does wrap up is that if Treyarch plans to release DLC like this in the future, like if all our DLCs for Black Ops 2 is going to be like this, then we're going to have a crazy lineup for the Black Ops 2. Hopefully they end up giving us a new game mode with all the DLCs and a new gun. Now, I would kind of hope that they would give us more guns instead of just one, because that would just kind of suck, Cause this right here kind of shows somewhat the future, right? It shows promise, I should say, that it could be more to come as far as new game modes and new weapon DLCs. Hopefully they do keep this up. I don't know about you guys, but I'm looking forward to the FAMAS from Black Ops 1. Anybody else? Yeah, I know you guys probably hate me for that. But anyways, guys, this game is about to wrap up. The score ends up being 50-12. So like I said, I did get a little bit handful of deaths, but a lot of kills if I don't say so myself. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video, do leave a thumbs up. It always does help. And if you're a new viewer, do subscribe for some more Black Ops 2 and some A and B dopeness. Laters.